to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I will do a summary in chapter 10. So application layer. So let's move on this. So we have a section again and objectives. So application layer protocol. So we have closest to the end user used to exchange data between programs running on the source and destination host. So as you can see, we have DNS, HTTP, SMTP, POP, DHCP, and FTP, and IMAP. So, presentation layer function formatting data at the source device into compatible form for the receiving device. Compressing data, encrypting data. For the session layer function, create and maintain dialogues between source and destination application. And then we have here the application layer, TCP/IP application layer protocol. So we have a DNS for the translate domain name system such as cisco.com into IP addresses. So we have BootTP is being superseded by DHCP. So DHCP UDP client 68, server 67, and then dynamically assign IP addresses to client station at startup. So we have a simple mail transport, enable client to send email to mail server. We have POP, enables client to retrieve email from mail server. And then EMAP enables client to retrieve email from mail server, maintains an email on server. It is self-explanatory. You can understand it easy. And then FTP, reliable connection oriented and acknowledge file delivery protocol. So we have here TFTP, simple connectionless file transfer protocol, and HTTP, set of rules exchanging text, graphic, image, and etc. on the World Wide Web. And then the HTTPS uses encryption and authentication to secure the communication. So we have here a client server model. So as you can see, we have a server and client, and we have here a network. So client and server processes are considered to be the layer application layer. Application layer protocol describe the format of the requests and responses between client and server. So example of the client server network using ISP email service to send, receive, and store email. So as you can see in the figure, we have here server and then the client. So resources are stored in the server, a client's hardware software combination that people use directly. So we have peer-to-peer network. So as you can see in the figure again, we have here print client and then switch and then print server. So we have here printer. It can access from peer-to-peer device without use of dedicated server. Then we have peer-to-peer application. P2P application allows a device to act as both a client and server within the same communication. So P2P application requires that each end device provide a user interface and run a background service. So we have common P2P network include G2, Bitcoin, BitTorrent, and eDonkey. And then some P2P applications are based on the GNTALA protocol, where each user share whole files with other users. So many P2P application allows user to share pieces of many files with each other. At the same time, this is BitTorrent technology. So in this figure, we have where is my song that MP3. So the other PC said that I've got it. So let's move on. So well-known application layer protocols and services. So HTTP protocol. So when a web address or uniform resource locator URL is typed into the web browser establishes a connection to the web service running on the server using the HTTP protocol. So three common HTTP message type are get, a client request for data, post, upload data files to the web server, put, uploads resources or content to the web server. So HTTP protocol uses encryption and authentication to secure data. It's already said in these slides. So we have here the figure, the HTTP server. So file request, uniform resource locator. So www.cisco.com. So here the file requested. So email protocol, we have here clients communicate with mail server to send and receive email. Mail server communicate with others mail server to transport messages from one domain to another. So we have three protocol for email: SMTP, POP, and EMAP. So SMTP is used to send email. Just you can see we have here send email. The email is receipt at domain.com. So is the receipt is in my list of recipients? No, forward email to another server. So the email will go to the another server. So pop operation is used to retrieve email from mail server. Email is downloaded from the server to the client and then deleted on the server. So here we have, I don't have the recipient listed. I have forwarded to the email to the another server. So which is I have the recipient at domain.com listed. I will place this email recipient to the mailbox. So EMAP used for retrieve mail from mail server. Copies messages are downloaded from the server to the client and the original messages are stored on the server. So for the EMAP, it can retrieve mail or the deleted mail. So domain name system uh, convert the numeric address into the simple recognizable name. So DNS protocol defines an automated service that matches resource names with required numeric network address. So here the DNS ipconfig display DNS command display all a DNS entries in Windows PC. So DNS hierarchy. So here's the diagram. We have here the NSLOOKUP command. So a utility that allows a user to manually query the name server to resolve a given host. So can also be used for troubleshoot name resolution issue and to verify the current status of the name server. So as you can see, this is the NSLOOKUP command example. So we have dynamic host configuration protocol. So for IPv4 automates, the assign of IPv4 address subnet, mask, gateway, and other parameters. So DHCP distributed addresses are leased for a set period of time, then returned to pool for reuse. So DHCP is usually employed for end-user device. Static addressing is used for network device such as gateways, switches, server, and printers. So um, DHCP can use for the PC, and then all end device such as included except for printers. So DHCP can distribute unique IP address for all hosts. So provide similar services for IPv6 clients. So we have DHCP operations. We have DHCP client, DHCP server, DHCP discover, DHCP offer, DHCP request, and DHCP pack. So we have here the packet tracer. We will not answer that. So we have file transfer protocol. FTP requires two connections between the client and the server, one for the command and replies the other for the actual file transfer. So as you can see, we have a server and a client. So client open first connection to the server for the control traffic, and then clients open second connection for the data traffic. So server message block. So we have client server file sharing protocol. SMB file sharing and print services have become a mainstay of Microsoft networking. So clients establishing in long-term connection to server can access the resources on the server. So as you can see here, we have here client server again, SMB request for the server, and then the server will go to the shared resources, and then the printer, and then it can be back at the SMB responses. Here. Oh, so this is the summary of chapter 10. And then application layer. Explain the operation of the application layer in providing support to the end user application. Second, explain how well known TCP/IP application layer protocol operate. So let's proceed. So this is my end of my video, and I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching. Bye.